everyone, welcome in. Here's a look at your headlines for today. Pensacola responds to a DOGE audit report. A popular Christmas store reopens for a cleanout sale, and a Milton teen is arrested in connection with the shooting. That and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm Catherine Brook, and I'm happy to be here. It is Friday. It's the best day of the week. We finally made it through the entire work week. So welcome to News 5 Now. Welcome in. And so we've got your big stories today, as well as the question of the day and the Facebook poll. So let's go ahead and let's jump right on in with our 5 big stories of the hour. All right, with number 5, what should have been smooth sailing for a house being moved by barge from Orange Beach to Inner Rarity Point hit a few hiccups, or should we say a sandbar. But now it's safely back on land. It took a little longer than expected, and there were some close calls along the way, but there is still some work to do on the property before the home is livable again. Number 4. Anglers are waiting as a popular fishing pier in South Mobile County gets ready to reopen after months of renovations. The Cedar Point Pier sits right on the north side of Dauphin Island Parkway. In the past, it was a popular place to fish, but deteriorated over time due to erosion. Today, a new deck and canopy, as well as a new parking lot. And the best part of it all is that the pier is now open 24/7 throughout the entire year, and it is still free, and you don't need a saltwater fishing license, so that means everyone can enjoy the fun. That's awesome. And number 3, 18-year-old Francois Sims was arrested after police say he was allegedly fired a gun, hitting a 17-year-old. The victim was taken to the hospital and has been released. The Santa Rosa Medical Center was put on lockdown at the time for safe measures. No one was hurt. Sims is charged with culpable negligence inflicting harm. Number 2. A beloved local Christmas store is looking to clear out its remaining stock and other items. Robert Moore Christmas Town and Village is hosting a cleanout sale over the next 2 weekends. The sale officially started yesterday and will go on through Saturday. Items are on sale starting at 75% off, and if you missed out this weekend, the sale will pick back up on Thursday. The business on Halls Mill Road officially closed in August after bringing year-round Christmas cheer for almost 50 years. And with number 1, Pensacola city leaders are responding to a recent report from the state's Department of Governmental Efficiency, claiming the city poorly managed hundreds of thousands of dollars. Florida's Department of Governmental Efficiency, commonly known as DOGE, released this week their findings on what they classify as improper funding throughout cities and counties in Florida, including Pensacola. Governor Ron DeSantis said too much reckless spending has been spent on what he refers to as woke initiatives. DOGE accuses Pensacola of $450,000 of improper spending a year. Pensacola city officials say that number includes $150,000 towards drag shows at the Sanger Theater and $300,000 on a strategic equity plan. The city responded to the claims on Monday, saying it had not received formal communication from DOGE, but would respond accordingly. Wednesday evening, the city posted another response reaffirming its long-standing partnership with Legends Global, the company managing the Sanger Theater for over 2 decades. Officials say the theater has not cost taxpayers, but instead returned more than $1 million in operational profits over the past 3 years. City officials also addressed recent questions about 2 public engagement initiatives, the Equitable Development Values Survey and the Strive to Thrive Pensacola 2035 Strategic Plan. The 2035 Strategic Plan was a $132,000 project developed over a year with public input. The city says it helps show priorities based on feedback from local taxpayers. They added that the Values Survey was used to plan a stormwater park, and no policies were solely based upon the survey. Officials ended by saying these updates reflect a commitment to transparency, physical responsibility, and growth in Pensacola. And that is a look at your 5 big stories of the hour for News 5 Now. Again, welcome in. So let's go ahead and let's start with our question of the day. So if you, sorry, one second. I'm so bad at technology. I don't know if I'll ever get better. So let's go ahead. Oh, my bad. And so should women get lighter prison sentences than men? I believe if you did the crime, then you should do the time. It doesn't matter who you are. If you've done a crime, then you should do the sentence that you were given. But that's my personal opinion. And let's see what you guys say. So let's go ahead. Joseph said, same crime, same time. And no, just like with a man, you do the same kind of crime, then you need to do the same amount of time. It's kind of like what I just said, yeah. And I've always noticed that women tend to receive more lenient sentences than men. While this might seem like a positive thing on the surface, I think it's essential that we have a fair and equal justice system where everyone is held to the same standards. And then David said, if the crimes are lighter, so it depends on the kind of crime. And then if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Or if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. No, women should not get a lighter sentence. Again, what people are saying depends on the circumstance, but equal amount of prison sentences for both genders. And they've been getting them equal rights. Yeah, so a lot of people are kind of saying the same thing. No, they should not be getting lighter sentences. But yeah, thank you guys so much for commenting on our News 5 question of the day poll, or post, should I say. We're going to come up to the poll. So then we have our poll of the day, which you guys voted for, and we have the results, the final results of that poll. So it is, are you living paycheck to paycheck? And so 77% of you guys said yes, you are living paycheck to paycheck, which I feel like that's very common for nowadays, especially for younger people like myself, tend to live paycheck to paycheck. But 22% of you guys said no, and then 1% said prefer not to say. Again, thank you guys so much for answering in our poll today. And to go ahead and answer on those Facebook polls and questions of the day going forward, follow WKRG News 5 on Facebook to be notified when News 5 Now streams live every weeknight at 5:30 p.m. And for next Monday, you can go ahead, and our question of the day is right there on our Facebook page. What's your favorite song on Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl? Oh, sorry, different one. What do you think the app that tracks ICE agents' authorities? That's the question of the day for Monday. My apologies. And so you can go ahead and answer that, what you think. We want to hear from you, so go ahead. And you can also vote in our next Facebook poll. Do you think there should be, okay. And then, okay. Yeah, so you can go ahead and vote in that right now, and we'll be right back here. We'll be right back at the 5 on 6 for our newscast, and for the 9 and 10 as well, 9 on Gulf Coast CW, and 10 right back here at WKRG. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was great to be here today, and I hope you guys have a fantastic and amazing weekend.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.